Annie Claff here from the PNC Digital Desk, presented by PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. The O's get a series win. Here's the interim manager, Tony Mansolino.
A lot of life. Ball came out of his hand good. I feel like going 3 starts now, kind of going back to that Met starts, feels like the ball's coming out of his hand pretty hot. So, right about that time, talking with Frenchie, I think they were doing some work in between starts, and, you hear that and you want to believe that's the reason why, because it gives you optimism, and then you see the ball come out pretty good a few times, and, there's some validation to that.
Tyler O'Neill home runs in each of these games. Do you believe that there really is such a thing as a streak hitter?
Oh, yeah. I believe in streaks, and I was a hitter. I wasn't a very good one. I had a lot of bad streaks, and the few times that I swung the bat good, I got hot, and it mattered. You stand in the box, and confidence is a thing. We are not robots. Baseball players are not robots. It's not based on 162 games, and if you do that, then you're just going to do this, and in these cycles. Human beings have confidence. It really changes the game in so many ways. So as crazy as it sounds, a ball that you bloop in and you get a hit, you get a little confidence, and then you hit a ball hard, you get a little confidence, and then you feel completely differently. It's a real thing.
Is this the version of Tyler O'Neill you expected to see when he signed here?
Yeah, I looked up today, he's like 120 bats into this, 130. Because of health and not being on the field, this is probably about the right time you'd expect him to get going. This is May 1st, end of April, gets hot. So you look at it that way in terms of getting a month's amount of bats, and now he's getting going. But, we saw him last year. You guys all remember the home run hit off Aiken in Boston. I think it was 30-something at that point. So, I think this is what we thought, but he just hasn't been healthy.
Talk pregame about wanting Suns to play the game the right way.
Ooh.
Did Gunnar play the game the right way?
Oh, Lord. You don't see people do that. That's for especially a guy that, kind of has his profile, and, he plays every day. He had an off day the other day, but he's playing every day. It's almost August. He's out there in shortstop. It feels like 120 degrees on that field. You guys feel it, I'm sure, in the box. And to do what he did, and when we're already winning by 3 runs, that's really strange and unusual. And, those are the types of players I want my kids to watch.
You've spoken highly about his defense. The 2 plays he made today,
Yeah.
Do you feel like he is improving day by day defensively?
Listen, these defensive metrics, I look at them. I look at them all. It's, my old job and still my job. There's no way anybody in the room thinks he played a better shortstop last year than he did this year. You're crazy. And the metrics loved him last year. Loved him. Made 25 errors. This year, you can look whatever his total is, and he made them all the first week he was back. And the metrics don't like him, or the one that I looked at this morning. So listen, it's a tool. It's a tool to help evaluate players' metrics, but, man, you got to watch the game, too. That's okay to do. You got to use common sense as well. And right now, with kind of how they graded him out last year and how he played and how he's being graded out this year and how he's playing, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with this is one of the better versions of Gunnar we've ever seen at shortstop.
What is this recent stretch doing for Coby Mayo's confidence, and just how important the next 2 months going to be for him?
Yeah, we're, continued optimism and excitement about Coby. I talked about it this morning. He's making a real adjustment. I don't know if you guys have figured it out. If you watch close enough, you'll know what he's doing. It's pretty obvious. But you see a player make an adjustment, a young player, credit to our hitting coaches for doing it and kind of getting him in there and making the adjustment, and then you see him start to go climb up and do better. Again, it's something that you want to believe in as a coach. It's when you see players that maybe have a flaw in their mechanics, it's the same swing, same delivery, and then the results are better. You're always kind of, well, let's wait and see. But when you see guys make changes, which is the natural evolution of being a young major league player, they make changes and then results follow. It gives the coaching room a lot of excitement and a lot of belief.
Follow-up Sugano's question. It looks like his forcing possible and sinker were like 2 miles above the average.
Yep.
And what do you think about it, or how do you see it?
So a few starts ago, him and the pitching coach, my understanding is they got in the bullpen and they worked on some stuff, and that's good. It's good coaching. It's what our coaches we need them to do right now during this time. And there's an adjustment made, and going back to that Met start, a few starts now, the velocity's been way up. You know, velocity goes up, makes everything else play good. And he looked confident today. I said that about Rogers yesterday, but he looked different in the first inning.
It's been an up and down season for him thus far, but there have been more good starts than bad starts. Has it been kind of fun to have a pitcher from a different culture come over and kind of assimilate with this clubhouse?
The players love him. I mean, he is so well liked in that room. The players mess around with him. He messes around with his teammates. He's done it very gracefully.
From your perspective, point of view, what does Sugano mean to the team?
A lot. We need him. I mean, he's one of our 5 starters. So when Sugano throws the ball well, he gives us a chance to win, and we need to win games. That's the most important thing to us in Baltimore.
That said, but can you see a contender wanting to have him on their side?
If they watch the last 3 starts, yeah, I'd take that. I feel pretty good about it. You watch that Mets start, I'd take him in a heartbeat.
That'll do it here from the PNC Digital Desk, presented by PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865.